Hello and namaste. I'm Helen and I'm going to share a session of chair yoga with you. So this session will last about 45 minutes and is designed for anyone who is perhaps not able to get down to the floor and then back up again, or anybody with mobility issues who is in a chair. So you can use either a chair like this, like a wooden chair, it could be an armchair lower down, also a wheelchair. If it is a wheelchair, make sure the brakes are on, and if possible position yourself just close to a wall so that when we go into relaxation you can rest your head against the wall, and also that you would have a little cushion handy, something a bit like this, just to make yourself nice and comfortable. And always aiming to practice within your own comfortable limits. So if there's anything that doesn't feel comfortable for you, you can either do a different version of it, adapt it, or you can just leave it out. So take it easy on yourself, and also just checking that your feet are in contact with the floor and that you've got a nice solid base underneath you. If your feet don't quite reach the floor, then you can position a folded blanket or something like that underneath you. So to begin, just check that you're nice and comfortable in your seat. You can feel your sit bones grounding down. Your feet are flat on the floor. Your spine is nice and tall, and just let the shoulders relax down and away from the ears. And then hands are just placed gently on top of the thighs, and you can bring the tip of the first finger and thumb into contact. So this is Dhyan Mudra. So if you feel comfortable, you can just gently start to look down at the floor in front so that your eyes are half closed, and then gently blinking them closed. And taking a moment to bring your attention in. So just observe how you're feeling in this moment, maybe scanning through the body. Just notice how the body's feeling right now. And observing without any judgment any areas of tension in the body. So just noticing how you feel right now. And then bringing your attention to your breath. The next time you inhale, feel as though you're filling your lungs all the way to the top. So a nice, long, deep inhalation, pushing the belly out, feeling the chest rise. And when you're ready to exhale, sigh out through the mouth. So just letting go on the exhale. And we'll do 2 more breaths like that. So long, deep inhalation through the nose. Filling the lungs, and when you're ready to exhale, sigh out through the mouth. Imagining that you're letting go of any tension on the exhale. So once more in your own time, long, deep inhalation. And sighing out. And then just let go of any control of the breath, allowing it to come and go with ease. So breathing in and out through the nose. You can just gently release the hands and bring the left hand onto the belly and the right hand onto the chest. And you may like to set a positive intention for this practice today. So it might be for your own health and well-being, for that of others, or for something else entirely. So just taking a moment to focus on that positive intention and repeating it mentally to yourself 3 times. And then letting it go. Gently bringing the hands back down onto the thighs, and in your own time slowly blinking the eyes open. So we'll start with some practices to warm up the lower body. So starting with the toes, we'll just move our position if we need to get comfortable in the chair, so that we can bring our heels onto the floor and the feet come forward slightly, just lifting the sole of the foot gently up and bringing your awareness into the toes. And then as you inhale, drawing the toes back towards the body, and as you exhale, curling them all the way in with sound effects. And again, inhaling to uncurl the toes and exhaling to curl them gently in. And we'll repeat 3 more rounds with your own breath. So as you inhale, it's as if you want to draw the toes back towards the body. And then on your exhale, you're curling them all the way in, as if you're making a little fist with your feet. So just keeping your awareness in the toes. You can close the eyes if that feels comfortable. And then on the final exhale, at the end of that out breath, just relax your toes, let your feet rest back down onto the floor. So we'll work with the whole of both feet now. So this time it's a similar motion, but with the whole of the foot. So as you inhale, gently lift the foot up, so you're bringing it back towards the body. And then as you exhale, you point the feet away from you, so the heel might lift off the floor, whatever feels comfortable for your ankle. And again, inhaling, drawing the feet back towards you, giving a little stretch to the calf muscle. And then as you exhale, start to slowly point the feet away. The heel might lift off the floor. Perfect. And continuing 3 more rounds with your own breath. So aiming to synchronize the breath and the movement. So really feeling into what's happening in the body and always working within your own comfortable limits. So again, final round, inhaling the feet up towards you, and as you exhale, point them away. And at the end of that exhalation, just let your feet relax down again onto the floor. And just take a moment again to observe, notice how your feet are feeling. And then we will introduce some circular movements into the ankles. So we'll work with both feet together. To begin with, they'll move in a clockwise direction. So again, bringing your awareness into the feet and into the ankles. And then you can just start to gently rotate both feet around in a clockwise direction. You might want to lift them off the floor if that feels comfortable. So just keeping your breath nice and relaxed. If you want to synchronize breath and movement, you can try and do 1 breath with each circle. So inhaling and exhaling with 1 circle. So making the movement really slow. And then we'll change direction on the next inhale. So circling both feet anti-clockwise. Maybe the left and the right leg feel different to one another. That's quite normal. So if you're practicing this at home on your own, you can do up to 10 rounds in each direction if you want to. And the same with the previous practices. We've done 5 of each, but you can do up to 10. So at the end of the next exhale, let your feet become still, just relax them down again. And just feel the feet in contact with the floor once more and notice how they're feeling. And then we will now move to work into the knee joints. So we'll do each leg separately. There are a couple of options for this. So you can either just stay as you are. So you'd start with your feet on the floor, just keep the hands rested on top of the thighs. And we'll start with the left leg. So I'll just demonstrate and then we can practice together. So one option is just to inhale the leg up and exhale it down as far as is comfortable. If you want to make this slightly more strenuous, you can gently lift the thigh and with your hands take hold of the back of your thigh. Check that your spine's nice and tall, your shoulders relax down away from the ears, and then as you inhale, the leg can raise up as far as is comfortable for you, and then exhale it back down. So whichever version you want to go for, either this one or this one, we'll do 5 rounds with the left leg to begin with. So as you inhale, begin to straighten the left leg out in front as far as is comfortable. Just keep the foot nice and relaxed. and then exhale to gently lower it back down to the floor. And again, as you inhale, gently raising the leg up, and as you exhale, lowering it back down. And then in your own time, 3 more rounds on this side, working with your breath, checking that your shoulders, neck and facial muscles are relaxed. Making this the last round, so you're inhaling gently up and exhaling all the way back down, and at the end of the exhale, just let the foot rest completely onto the floor. And again, just take a moment to observe, how does the left leg and the right leg feel? And then we'll move over to the right leg. So again, your options are to continue as we were, or you can hook the back of the thigh if you feel like you want something a little bit more strenuous, and you can inhale up this way as far as is comfortable for you. So the leg might come straight or it might come up to here, whatever works for you is absolutely perfect. So bring your awareness into the right leg, and then on your inhale, straightening that leg up, and as you exhale, lowering it gently back down. And again, inhaling up and exhaling down. And 3 more rounds with your own breath. Close the eyes if that feels comfortable for you, and just keep your awareness in the leg, maybe into the hip. Maybe the abdominal muscles are slightly engaging here as well. And at the end of the final exhale, just allow your foot to rest back down onto the floor. And again, just take a moment to observe. Notice how your legs are feeling. So we'll do one more exercise for the lower body, which is called threading the needle. But again, there are a few variations for this. So either you can bring the leg up, and if it's possible, place the ankle on top of the opposite thigh. If that doesn't feel possible, you can just let your knee fall gently out to the side like this. So we're still going to get an opening in the hip, whichever version we're doing, and just work with whatever feels best for you. So if your leg is coming up, just resting the left ankle on top of the right knee. So you can start here, just take a moment to feel the opening into the left hip. Keep your breath nice and steady. Feel your spine nice and tall. So you can either stay here, or if you want to thread the needle, you can bring your left hand through the gap between the legs and your right hand around the outside. Keep your spine nice and tall, take a breath in, and as you exhale, just start to gently hinge forwards from the hips so that you might find the front of your right knee with your fingers. Stay there for a couple of breaths. You can flex the toes of the left foot back towards the shin, so the sole of the left foot is gently stretched, and feel your right foot grounding down into the floor. Keep your toes nice and spread, keep your shoulders relaxed, your spine nice and long, and relax the muscles of your face. Taking one more breath here, and then as you inhale, gently coming back up, and on an exhale, release that foot back down to its original position. So we'll repeat on the other side. Again, you can do this version, so you just let your knee fall out to the side, and again you can lean gently forwards so you still get the same action in the hip. Or the other version is, if you can, lift your leg up, place the right ankle on top of the left thigh. Just take a moment to sit there and feel the stretch into the hip. Just notice how this side feels compared to the other side. And then if you want to go forwards, you can thread your right hand through the gap. If your foot is still on the floor, you just place both hands on top of the left thigh, and then take a breath in, nice tall spine, and as you exhale, very gently hinging forwards from the hips. Again, just keeping the spine nice and tall. Flex the toes of the right foot, so that's the foot up on the thigh, back towards your shin, so the sole of that foot is stretched. Keep your shoulders nice and relaxed, and breathing deeply. Relax your facial muscles. And then on an inhale, gently coming back up, and as you exhale, let that foot come back down to the floor. And then just give both feet a little shake out. Well done. So we'll move into the upper body now. So we'll start by working with the fingers and the arms. So we'll just bring both arms out to shoulder level, and as we inhale, we're going to stretch into the palm of the hands and stretch into the fingertips. And then on the exhale, very gently curl the thumb in and wrap the fingers around the thumb so that you're creating a gentle fist with your hands. And then on your inhale, again, draw the small finger out and then the other fingers one by one, stretching into the palm of the fingertips. And then as you exhale, curl the thumb gently in and slowly wrap the other fingers around the thumb. So 3 more rounds again in your own time, inhaling out, stretching into the fingertips, stretching into the palm, and then exhale, very gently curling the thumb and the fingers in. So just 2 more to go. But again, if you've got the time, you can always press pause and do 10 rounds if you want to. Or you can also do less than 5, whatever feels comfortable for you. So at the end of this exhale, this will be the last round like this. So we're going to change the movement now. So as we inhale, we stretch into our fingertips, but this time on the exhale, gently bending the arms at the elbow and bringing the hands in towards the centre of the chest. And again, inhaling out to the sides with your breath and exhaling, gently bringing them back in again. That's great. And again, 3 more rounds in your own time, or more or less, if that feels better for you. So we inhale out to the sides. And exhaling gently in. So 1 more round like this, inhaling gently out to the sides. Maybe you can feel it in your upper arms now. Exhaling gently in, and then just relax the arms down by the sides. Well done. So we'll do a couple more movements with the arms. So again, working with the arms to the sides. This time we'll start with the arms just resting by our sides like this. If your chair has got arms on it, you can just rest the hands over the sides of the arms of the chair. So whatever works with what you have in your home. So on your inhale, raise the arms up to the sides, checking you've got no obstacles around you, and bringing them all the way up over the head, stretching up with the fingertips. And then as you exhale, very slowly and gently start to bring the hands and arms back down beside the body. And again, inhaling up in your own time. This might bring out some laughter in you. So we'll do 1 more round like this, inhaling out. And again, if you had time at home, you can do 10 rounds of this if you want to, really slowly. And just relax the arms by the sides. Take a moment to observe. And then turning the palms to the front this time. So we'll do another raising arm movement, but this time they're going to come up to the front. So inhaling the arms all the way up. And the palms face the back of the room. And then as you want to exhale, turn the palms to the front and slowly exhale the arms back down to the sides. And then again, inhaling, gently raising them up. And exhaling to slowly lower them back down with the palms facing forwards. So 3 more rounds like this. Turn the palms to the front, inhaling, palms keep facing the same way so they end up facing the back of the room. You might want to push your arms a little bit further back if it feels comfortable, and then as you exhale, turn the palms to the front and slowly lower them back down to the sides. So just 2 more to go in your own time with your own breath, and going as far as feels comfortable. Your arms might not come all the way up, and if that's so, it's absolutely fine. So making this the last round, inhaling gently up and exhaling gently down. And then just take a moment to observe again, notice any change in the body. How do your arms feel? How do your shoulders feel? So we'll just inhale our shoulders up towards the ears. And as you exhale, huff the breath out through the mouth and let the shoulders drop. And again, inhaling up. Exhale. Once more, inhaling up. And exhale. And then start to gently circle the shoulders up and back. Just a few rounds like this, just to ease out the shoulder joints. Perfect. We'll just place our hands on top of the thighs and do a few movements for the neck. So bringing your awareness into the neck and the head, taking a breath in, and as you exhale, looking out over your left shoulder. So you're just turning the head all the way to the left side. And then inhaling to the center. And exhaling to look out over the right shoulder. Inhaling to center, so once more to each side, exhale to the left. Just pause there for a few breaths if that feels comfortable. And then inhale back to the center and exhale to the right once more, pausing there for a few breaths if that feels comfortable. And then inhale to the center. And exhale, relax. So we'll do one more movement for the neck. Take a breath in, and as you exhale, let your left ear move in the direction of the left shoulder. Note that the left shoulder is not coming up towards the ear, it just stays as it is, and you're getting a nice stretch all the way down the right side of the neck. So staying here for a couple of breaths. And then as you inhale, bring the head back to center and exhale. Right ear to right shoulder. And again, just stay here for a couple of breaths. You might notice the difference between each side. And then inhale to the center. And again, just give your shoulders a little shrug and a roll. And then let them relax back down. So we'll just do one more movement with the arms. So inhaling the arms up in front, and then we're going to cross the right elbow over the top of the left elbow. And we're going to bend the arms at the elbows and trying to interlace our forearms. So this might mean that we come to here and our thumb and finger might touch, or we might be able to wrap the forearms around a little bit further and bring our palms somewhere close to one another. So wherever you comfortably reach, just find that position and trying to bring your upper arms so that they're parallel with the floor. And then bringing your awareness into the upper body, so feeling the shoulder blades moving away from one another, keeping your attention there, and just maybe close the eyes if that feels comfortable, and then focusing on your breath. Feel that each time you exhale, the shoulders just relax down away from the ears. Taking one more breath in, and on your exhale, gently unravel the arms and just give your hands a little shake out beside you. Maybe give the shoulders another little shrug and a roll. And then we'll just repeat the opposite way around. So inhaling the arms up, and this time cross the left elbow over the top of the right, bending the arms at the elbows and interlacing the forearms in any way you can. So whatever feels comfortable for you. And once you're there, just try and bring your upper arms into a parallel position with the floor, and then focusing on the space between the shoulder blades. Maybe close the eyes if that feels comfortable, and bringing your attention to the breath. So just let your breath be nice and long and steady as you enjoy that sense of opening in the upper back. Take one more breath in. As you breathe out, gently unravel the arms, and again just give your hands a little shake. Maybe you want to shrug and roll your shoulders again. Lovely. So we'll just bring our hands on top of the knees, and we'll do a movement known as the cat for the whole of the spine. So we're trying to bring movement from the tailbone all the way up to the neck. So the movement that we're going to introduce will always start from the lower part of the back. So if you've ever seen a cat stretching, you know that they've got a lot of mobility in their spine. So we'll begin with an inhale. As we inhale, we just let our tailbone arch backwards. So the lower back, we like sticking our bum out really. Our belly comes a little bit forwards, and then we roll the shoulders back and look forwards or up with the neck. If that's comfortable, we can tilt the head gently upwards. And then as we exhale, we tuck the bum in as if we want to push it towards the back of our knees, and then we curve the spine and just let the chin move down towards the chest. So on your inhalation, let the bum stick out behind you, push the belly, the chest forwards, roll the shoulders back and look forwards or upwards with the head, whatever feels comfortable for your neck. Exhale, let the tailbone tuck in as if you're pushing your bum towards the back of your knees, and then gently draw the belly and the chest backwards as you tuck the chin towards the chest. And then again, inhaling, tailbone back, bum out, chest forwards, looking forwards or up. Exhaling, tucking the tailbone in. Bringing the spine into flexion. And again, inhaling into extension. So you can close the eyes if that feels comfortable, just working with your own breath, just continuing with a few more rounds like this, keeping your awareness with your own spine and just observing any areas of tension. If you find a point that feels tense, maybe slow the movement and the breath down through that point of tension. So imagining that with this movement and with your breath, you're creating space between all the vertebrae of the spine, and you're also relaxing all those muscles surrounding the spine. So on your next inhalation, let this be the last round. So inhale, and then as you exhale, bring yourself back to a neutral position. So back to where we started. Great. So we'll just work through a sequence of movements, and then we will have a relaxation at the end. So we'll go through a Surya Namaskar from a seated position. So this is a sun salutation. It's a sequence of movements that are worked through together. So this is our starting position with the hands on the knees, nice tall spine, shoulders relaxed down away from the ears. And we'll just go through the sequence together. So take a long breath in and a long breath out. And then as you inhale, gently raise the arms up as far as is comfortable. And if it's comfortable for your neck, you can gently look upwards towards the ceiling or maybe towards the raised hands. On your exhale, you're going to hinge forwards from the hips. So your hands might come to your thighs, maybe they come towards the shins, or they might come down towards the floor, depending on what is your comfortable limit. So you can relax the head all the way down if that feels comfortable. And then on an in breath, we're going to come back up. So we're going to go into a half lunge. The leg can either come forwards like this and you just take hold of the front of the knee. Sorry, that's backwards. And then, or the other option is you can bring the sole of the foot onto the chair, take hold of the front of the left knee and just gently place the other hand on the outer edge of the chair. And as you inhale, again, we're arching the spine, so we roll the shoulders back, look forwards or upwards, whatever's comfortable for the neck. And then on your exhale, just let that foot come back down to its original position. So we're going to go into reverse plank now. So we just find a comfortable position for our hands on the sides of the chair. If the chair's got arms which are solid, you might want to put the hands onto the arms of the chair. And then as far as is comfortable, we're going to inhale to check our feet are grounded and lift the hips gently up. So they might just come a fraction off the chair. Our arms are nice and strong. Maybe we can push all the way up, grounding our feet into the floor, rolling the shoulders back, opening the chest, let the belly be nice and strong, and then you might gently lift the head if that feels comfortable for your neck, so you're opening the front of the throat. And then as you exhale, bring the chin back down and then sit back into the chair. Perfect. So place the hands on the knees again, and then we inhale into cobra. So we're just pushing the chest forwards, roll the shoulders back, keep the lower back neutral and looking upwards. And then we exhale to a neutral spine. Inhaling into a half lunge with the opposite leg. So the leg can either come back like this, hooking the knee, or we can lift it up onto the chair. And then we inhale to look forwards or upwards, roll the shoulders back. And then we exhale, lower the foot down and coming into the forward fold again. So the hands might be either on the thighs, the knees, shins, or coming down to the floor. And then this time as we inhale, we raise the arms all the way up, looking up if that feels comfortable for the neck, and then exhaling the hands back down onto the knees or the thighs. Well done. So that was one round. Just take a moment to gather your breath and then we will repeat on the other side. So we'll start with the right leg. So take a nice long deep breath in and a long breath out. And then inhaling to raise the arms up. If it's comfortable, look up towards the raised fingers. As you exhale, hinge gently forwards, bringing the hands either to the thighs, knees, shins, or maybe towards the floor. And you can relax the head forwards if that feels comfortable for you. On an inhale, coming up into a half lunge. So we start with the right leg this time. Either bring the leg back towards the chair, hook the knee like this, or you can place the sole of the foot onto the chair if that feels comfortable. Hold the front of the knee and gently open the chest forwards, roll the shoulders back and look forwards or upwards, maybe with a little smile. And then on your exhale, bring that foot back to its starting position. Taking hold either of the sides of the seat of your chair or the arms. Make sure your feet are nice and stable on the floor. And on an inhale, with strong arms, lifting the hips as far as is comfortable for you into reverse plank. So maybe the head is able to tilt back ever so slightly. And then as you exhale, gently tuck the chin in towards the chest and lower yourself back down onto the chair. Place the hands on the thighs, inhaling into a little cobra, so opening the front of the chest, roll the shoulders back and looking upwards. And then exhale back to a neutral spine. Inhaling into a half lunge with the left leg, so this time either bring it back like this or lifting it onto the chair, holding the front of the knee, inhaling to roll the shoulders back and looking forwards or upwards, again maybe with a little smile. And then as you exhale, lower the foot to the floor, coming into forward fold, again your version, so hands can be on the thighs, the knees, shins, or maybe down to the floor. And you can always relax in any of these positions for a few breaths if that feels comfortable for you. And then as we inhale, bringing the hands back up, looking up towards the raised fingers if it's comfortable for your neck. And then as you exhale, slowly lower the hands back down to the thighs. And then resting here for a moment. Well done. So if you want to do more repetitions of this Surya Namaskar, you can just repeat those sequences. But for today we'll just do 2. So well done. And then we will come into a gentle two more postures and then relaxation. So we did the arms which were crossing over like this. We're going to do something similar but with the legs as well. So this posture is known as Garudasana, eagle posture. So the idea is that in the full posture you look like an eagle poised on a cliff ready to take off into flight. So we'll start by bringing the right foot somewhere into the centre line, and then we've got a few options. So we can either just cross the left shin so that it comes in front of the right shin. So that's option 1. Option 2 is that you might be able to cross your left knee over the right knee. And then option 3 is that maybe your left leg can hook around the back of the right leg, like so. So whichever option feels comfortable for you. And then we're going to just check that our spine still feels nice and tall, our shoulders are relaxed. And then as we inhale, we raise both arms up in front, and we're going to cross right elbow over left elbow, and then bending the arms and interlacing the forearms. So again, our version, whichever one feels comfortable for you. And then we just stay here for a couple of breaths. Check that your spine is nice and tall with each inhale. And if you feel any discomfort at any point, you're free to come out of the posture and just relax in the chair. Now, if you want to, from here, take a breath in, and as you exhale, just hinge forwards from the hips, keeping the spine nice and tall until your elbows are just above your knees. So this is the full posture. Now you're poised like an eagle on the cliff, waiting to take flight. So just focusing on your breath, keep the shoulders relaxed away from the ears, nice tall spine. And then on an inhale, coming back to sit upright. And as you exhale, unraveling the arms and the legs. Well done. And just give your feet a little shake, hands a little shake out. And we'll repeat on the other side. So bring the left foot to the centre and either crossing at the shin, crossing at the knee, or maybe hooking the right leg around the back of the left leg. And then just check that both of your sit bones are still in contact with the chair seat. So take a moment here just to feel this posture, check that your left foot is grounding down. And then inhale the arms up in front. This time you're going to cross the left arm over the top of the right arm, bending at the elbows, and then just take the arms to wherever they comfortably reach. So it might be here, here, or maybe your palms come towards one another. Focusing on your breath, keeping the spine nice and tall. And then maybe on an exhale, very gently start to hinge forwards at the hips. So keeping the spine nice and tall, we're not hunching, we're just leaning forwards from the hips, bringing the elbows over the knees. Keeping your breath nice and steady. And then on an inhale, bringing your spine back upright. And on an exhale, unraveling the hands and the legs. And again, giving everything a little shake out. Well done. So just take a moment to notice how you're feeling. And then we'll finish the session with a twist. So there are a few options for this twist. So it's a half spinal twist. You can either do this by bringing the foot onto the chair, as so. If that's not possible for you, then you can just keep the foot there and you just twist with the upper body. So however you feel most comfortable, we're going to start with the left leg. So we're going to twist to the left side. So you can either leave the left leg on the floor or bring the sole of the foot onto the chair. And then we're going to bring the right hand, no, that is left hand round, same side as the leg that is bent basically on the chair, onto the back of the chair, and then bring the right hand onto the front of the left knee. Take a breath in, let your spine become nice and tall, and then as you exhale, gently twist the belly, chest, and then finally the head and neck to look out over the left shoulder. So you're twisting in the same direction that your hands are. Taking a couple of breaths here, feeling that as you inhale, your spine is growing taller, and as you exhale, your shoulders are relaxing down away from the ears. Keeping the chin level with the floor. Take one more breath in. As you exhale, bring the head first, and then the chest and belly back to the centre. Release the arms and release that foot back down onto the floor. So again, you've either got this version, so you place your hands here and twist, or if the foot comes comfortably up, place the foot onto the chair. That's right leg we're working with now. Bringing your right hand to the back of the chair and your left hand to the front of the right knee. Inhale, tall spine, and as you exhale, turn the belly, chest, and then finally the head and neck to look out over the right shoulder. And just relax there for a few breaths, keeping your chin in line with the floor. Feel that each time you inhale, your spine is growing taller, and each time you exhale, your shoulders relax down away from the ears. Relax the facial muscles. Take one more breath in and out. And then as you inhale, bring the head and then finally the chest and belly back to the front. Relax the arms and relax the leg down. And then just give your legs a little shake, hands a little shake. And now prepare yourself for relaxation. So if you need any warmer things, you can just grab those now. And if you need to have a little cushion for your head, you can just place the cushion between your head and the wall. So you can sit really far back in your seat now. Your feet can either stay on the floor or you can just relax them out in front of you, whatever feels comfortable for you. And then just bringing your head gently back towards this pillow. Check that your neck feels comfortable. And then place the palms of the hands facing up, so the hands are just resting like this on top of the thighs. And then just gently close the eyes and take a nice long deep breath in through the nose and sigh out through the mouth. And then just let go of any control of the breath and allow your breath to come and go naturally, breathing in and out through the nose, making any last adjustments you need to, checking that you feel nice and comfortable. And then letting go of all efforts, so allowing yourself to relax completely. As you hear each part of the body named, just visualize and relax that part of the body. So relaxing the feet, ankles relaxed, relaxing the lower legs, relaxing the knees, upper legs relaxed, relaxing the hips, buttocks and lower back, relaxing the middle back and the upper back, relaxing the hands, wrists and lower arms relaxed. Relaxing the elbows and the upper arms. Relaxing the shoulders. Feeling the the entire spine relaxed from the tailbone all the way up to the back of the neck. Relaxing the back of the head, top of the head, forehead relaxed. Relaxing the eyebrows and the space between the eyebrows relaxed. Relaxing the eyes, nose and cheeks. Lips, teeth and tongue relaxed. Relaxing the chin and the jaw. Ears and throat relaxed. Relaxing the chest, abdomen. Feeling the entire body relaxed. Whole body relaxed. And then slowly preparing to come out of the relaxation. So you're also welcome to stay here for longer if you wish, but otherwise gently wiggle the fingers and the toes. And stretch the body in any way you need to. Maybe the arms come overhead, stretching the spine nice and tall, and then exhale the hands on top of the knees, closing the eyes and bringing the tip of the first finger and thumb to touch. And just take a moment to observe your body. Check that the spine is nice and tall and spacious. Shoulders relaxed down away from the ears, relaxing the muscles of the neck, jaw and face. And then placing a little smile on the lips and sending that smile in towards yourself with kindness. As you take a moment to recall the positive intention you set at the beginning of this practice and feeling that in your heart and then letting it go. And then bringing the hands to touch in front of the heart and bowing to give thanks to one another for sharing the practice of yoga together today. Thank you all for watching, wishing you a lovely day and a lovely life. Namaste.